Over the last 20 years, women have increased their presence and influence in governments across Africa. Through its Leadership Forum for Strategic Impact, Yale University is working to enhance the knowledge and skills of senior African women leaders and to build a network of peers and thought leaders across the continent. The forum, supported by La Fundación de Mujeres por África, the Women for Africa Foundation, and Banco Santander, aims to amplify the effectiveness and influence of women in African governments.
I'm very grateful for all of you for traveling so far to be with us for the Leadership Forum for Strategic Impact, which is Yale's signature partnership with Banco Santander and the Women for Africa Foundation to build a network of senior African women in leadership across the continent.
Tenemos en común ese maravilloso continente que es África, también nuestra condición de mujeres, pero sobre todo nos hemos reunido como responsables públicas, como políticas, como defensoras, más allá de los programas e ideologías con los que nos identificamos o a los que servimos, defensoras de la democracia y del buen gobierno de nuestros pueblos. Una defensa que solo se puede realizar desde el conocimiento, desde el saber, con honestidad, con compromiso y que se amplifica y da frutos extraordinarios cuando a esos factores se suma el liderazgo.
Each year, the Leadership Forum brings a new group of leaders to Yale. Groups consist of numerous women from various countries on the continent. Its curriculum explores governance and policy topics important to Africa's social, political, and economic development, public health, environmental sustainability, gender equality, economic growth, energy politics, terrorism and national security, and globalization.
You're women who are smashing glass ceilings. You are women who are breaking barriers. You are ministers. You are diplomats.
The program provides seminar-style discussion sessions, presentations, and meetings given by Yale faculty, alumni, and other subject matter experts or dignitaries, all part of an intensive interactive program, concluding with a trip to Washington, D.C. to meet with leading figures in the U.S. government. Each year, program participants join a growing network of African women who are working to advance the prospects of their nations and their continent.
A diverse group that we have today will give each one of us an opportunity to share knowledge, an opportunity to share strategies, an opportunity to realize that where you are headed is where others have been and have managed to achieve.
You're winning elections. You're members of parliament. You are mayors.
I think the forum has been very, very valuable to me because it has given me the opportunity to meet African female leaders. We have learned from them their experiences, which will help us in the Gambia to push our female agenda forward.
Past participants in the forum have included senior government officials and thought leaders, such as former prime ministers, ministers for gender and education, senators, and members of parliament.
The knowledge that we're getting from an esteemed university like Yale, it's very much an eye-opener. The discussion is remarkable. The professors that are giving us the lectures and the questions and the answers is really an eye-opener for all of us. I think most of us agree on this. Having academic exposure, political exposure, and networking, three combined in one program is extremely important.
These women discuss and implement strategies to help ensure that more women in Africa rise to positions of leadership, to create an advocacy and training network for African women's leadership and governance, and to develop curricula for emerging women leaders. They work to improve the effectiveness of lobbying and to develop a new vision for gender-inclusive education.
Por eso, queridas amigas, tenemos que aprovechar este momento. No podemos dejar pasar la oportunidad de situarnos a la cabeza de la reivindicación mundial de un mundo mejor, más justo, más próspero, más equitativo. Ahora, más que nunca, tenemos que movernos, dejar oír nuestras voces, plantear nuestras propuestas y actuar y luchar por nuestros derechos. Las mujeres africanas tenéis mucho de lo que estar orgullosas. Hay un enorme historial de esfuerzo, de conquistas, de resistencia que es el momento de hacer valer. Sois un ejemplo para todas las mujeres en el mundo.
You're entrepreneurs. You're making democracy work. So you are part of a network of extraordinary women who are making a real impact in Africa.
As high-level leaders, we have very little time to reflect, to examine issues in depth that are pertinent to our work, but are not necessarily within our day-to-day urgent business. So it's wonderful to have that opportunity on an individual level to be able to step back, analyze, think and discuss with others. Being able to learn from the professors at Yale who have a wide experience. Most of the women here are working in very challenging environments, and we are caught up in our day-to-day emergency. So to be able to have a little bit of time to sort of step back, reflect, analyze is very, very useful to our leadership.